All right, guys, today might be the hardest or easiest comparison in our is it superior to the Recon 1 question. Again, the Recon 1 from Cold Steel, CTS XHP drop point blade on this one. Generally, they're going to be an S35 VN. You can get Magnica, but it's going to cost you more. Triad lock, full G10 handle. Notice no stainless steel liners in there, and typical Cold Steel clip there. All right, very, very nice. Lots of cutting edge. Great performance from the CTS XHP steel. The contender today is probably about the most difficult comparison that I've had to make so far. This is, of course, the AD15. This is the Cold Steel AD15, the production version of the Andrew Demko custom design. And this is a phenomenal, phenomenal knife. One, it's got that scorpion lock, so you can see through it. It looks really, really cool. It's fun to deploy. It's also extremely useful. The blade is going to be a thicker, tougher grind than that of the Recon 1, which is not something we've been able to say most of the time in these comparisons, but in this case it is. Now, in terms of cutting performance, they're actually very, very close. The Recon 1 is a little better ergonomically. The edges are more rounded and these are more squared off, making this not quite as comfortable in hand. The jimping is also quite aggressive on the back of the AD10. Again, making it a little more noticeable in terms of, sort of hot spots on your fingers there. But in terms of utility cutting, if I had a lot of hard work to do, if I was, going to try to make a survival shelter or cut, 10,000 cardboard boxes or something ridiculous like that, man, this would be a really tough pick because I've cut with these a lot side by side, and the AD10, despite being a little thicker and a little tougher, cuts so close that it's even hard to notice a difference. Now, it is a little bit shorter and a little bit heavier. And so straight up on statistics in terms of, is it lighter to carry? It costs a little bit more as well. So in those areas, I've got to say the Recon 1, the AD15 is not actually superior in just straight up cutting performance. However, I have to say in this case, guys, if you were going to hold the gun in my head and force me to pick one that I could keep, I would pick the AD15. Well, still maintaining that it is not performance-wise better than the Recon 1.